In this session, we are going to understand hybrid approach in Android. To do that, what we have to do, we have to make use of XML approach plus Java approach in this demonstration. Okay. So what all we'll do in XML, we are going to create layout, control, text. They will be done in XML, and we'll perform event handling in Java. So you have to perform layout, control and text in XML approach and event handling in Java. So let's get started. Okay. Before this, how we are going to connect XML and Java is important. So we are going to refer XML controls in Java using find view by ID method. Okay, clear? Now, so let's see how we are going to create XML controls. We are going to refer those controls in Java, and then we are going to perform event handling on those controls. Let's do that. So we'll quickly go to Android Studio. We'll start a new Android Studio project, and let's just call this project as my hybrid app. Okay, we'll go next. We'll go that for Froyo because I would like to test my application on Froyo device. We'll go next. We'll get started with empty activity at the moment. We'll go next. We'll click finish, and we are going to get started with our new project. So we are initializing our phone and tablet, and a project will be created for hybrid. Now, in hybrid approach, what we have to do, let's just understand. So we have a layout file here, wherein we have a text view. We like to add a few more controls, and then we are going to refer these controls in Java, and we are going to create a hybrid approach app in Android. So we are initializing the rendering library at the moment. Once it gets initialized, we'll be able to drop our controls, and then we are going to refer controls in Java, and we are going to perform event handling, and application will run. So here, first of all, we have a text view control here. Let's say I would like to change the text of this text view, and I would like to say it's something like welcome to hybrid approach app. Okay. So we have one text view control here at the moment. Now I would like to add one more control. Let's say I would like to drop button control here. Okay. And now within this button control, I would like to specify text, and I would like to say something like, let's create it something like show message. Okay. So now what we have is, within relative layout, we have two controls. One is text view, second is your button control. Okay. So this is our XML approach, in which we have designed our controls and we have specified text as well. Now we are going to save it, and we are going to use these controls, text view and your show message, in Java. Okay. So to do this, what we are going to do, we'll go to our Java control. Now let's say we are going to use text view and button control in Java. So we are going to create global objects for them. Okay. Clear? So let's say I'm going to create a global object of text view type TV. Okay. And I would like to take one more object for button control, and let's call it as BT. Okay. These text view and button objects are empty at the moment. Clear? Now what we have to do, we are going to refer XML controls in Java. And in order to do that, what we are going to do, we are going to use a method find view control by its ID. Okay. And we are going to refer our file .id my text view. Clear? So now at the moment you can see that if I switch to my XML layout at the moment, you have the ID known as button here, and this ID is text view, and both of them are defined within a class known as R. Okay, within that class there is a private class known as ID. Within that ID private class, these are constants. Okay, so these constants are defined there. So within r.id.textView and r.id.button is the ID of the controls. Now, so let's say I have find my ID for my text view. I'm going to typecast this into text view type, because what find view will do, find view returns a view control. Okay, so we are going to typecast, or you can say we can convert this view control into text view type, and then we will be able to store it within TV. Okay, because TV is of text view type at the moment, and this is returning a view control. So we are converting this view control into a text view type, and then we are storing it into TV. Clear? In the same way, we are going to find button control, find view by ID, r.id.button control. I'm going to typecast this view control into button type, and then I'm going to store that into BT. Is that clear? This is known as referring XML controls in Java. Okay. In the recent approach in Java, you can see that we have created controls using new instance, new linear layout, new button, new text view. But here what we are doing is, we are not creating new instances, though we are finding our controls in XML, and once we have find those controls, we are typecasting them, and then we are storing them into Java variables. Okay, and now we will perform event handling on controls in Java. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'm going to quickly set an event handler here using set onClick listener. I can use the last approach as well, or I can create a new instance of onClick interface here, and within the body I'm going to override my onClick method, and within that onClick body we are going to execute our code. Okay, so your code here, your code will be created here. So now what I would like to do, instead of displaying a toast, let's say I would like to change the text of my text view here after button click. Okay, so I'm going to do something like this, tv.setText, and I'm going to do event performed on button click. Okay, something like this. So as soon as we are going to click the button control, text view will change. Okay, and let's say I'm going to perform a toast as well, toast.makeText. Okay, so that we can click it multiple times, and you can see that event handling is being executed. So we are going to, instead of specifying this, now you have to understand one thing. मान लीजिए अगर मैं यहाँ पे this specify करता हूँ to provide the context, this will refer to onClick listener, because here you have created an onClick listener class, and within that class you are overriding onClick method. Okay, so instead of referring to this class, because this is not an activity, we want the toast to be displayed in our main activity, which is this. Okay, so there is a method known as get application context. Okay, which you can execute from anywhere, and what it does, it gives you the application context which is currently active, which means the currently active activity. Okay, so you will be able to display your toast in the currently active activity using this method, using get application context. No, you cannot write the name, because you don't know where that name is defined. Okay, get application context is the method which has to be used. It is preferred. Okay, now, so using this you can identify the current activity which is displayed on the mobile device, and you can display your toast message on that.
We cannot write this application context, for example, is HK dot class name.
You can do that. वैसा भी कर सकते हैं आप. Now, but how do you know that your HK.class is active? Let's say you have 5 pages or 10 activities, and user has gone to some activity, and in some case HK.activity was not running at the moment. It could be possible. So if you don't know which activity is currently open and you want to display a toast, you can simply use get application context. Okay. Now, so now what next you have to do? Let's say we are going to say something, button click performed. Okay. And finally you are going to do something like toast dot length long dot show. Okay. So now we have written these methods. So now you can see that what hybrid approach actually is. In hybrid approach, you have created your controls in XML. Then you have referred your controls using find view by ID, and then you have performed event handling on the controls. Is that clear? Now you can simply save it and you can run your application on device. So let me just connect my mobile device. So I've got my device here. Let's run the device. The moment our application is running on the device, and in order to view that, I'm going to connect using VNC viewer, and I'm going to connect to my IP address of my phone, and the IP address is 1.4. Let me just connect that, and now you can see that your hybrid approach is running at the moment. Okay, so I have welcome to hybrid approach, and I've got a button known as show message. Now if I click on this button control, you can see that text view has been changed, event performed on button click, and I've got a toast as well. Okay, so this is how your hybrid approach works, wherein you have designed your control in XML, you have referred your controls in Java, and then you have performed event handling on your controls. So hybrid approach is the most used approach in Android. Whenever you will be designing Android applications, you will design your user interface in XML, then you are going to refer the controls in Java, and then you will be performing your logical codes in Java. Is that clear?